Hey there, hello there. It's the 4th Wrestlemania Good, Bad, and Ugly video. And where we left off was at Wrestlemania 25. The silver anniversary, they called it, although that's technically incorrect because WrestleMania 1 was in 85 and WrestleMania 25 was in 2009, but who cares? Anyway, it was at Houston at the Reliance Stadium. And the good of WrestleMania 25 was Cena's match against Edge and the Big Show for the heavyweight championship of the world. John Cena surprised a lot of people by actually picking up both the Big Show and Edge and putting them on their shoulders for a brief second. Of course, that didn't work out. The weight couldn't be fixated. But anyway, John Cena ended up winning the match by FUing Big Show, and then he FU'd Edge off of Big Show, and of course Edge fell outside the ring, so Cena could have an easy pin on Big Show. The bad of WrestleMania 25 was when JBL, a native Texan, decided to challenge Rey Mysterio for the Intercontinental belt. Of course, JBL had the Intercontinental belt against Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio, in a Joker-like outfit to honor Heath Ledger, who passed away, well, took it to JBL. In like 20 seconds, JBL lost. That was a nasty squash match, and of course JBL quit. And that's the last time he's been in a ring. Of course, he's a color commentator now for WWE. And the ugly was Mickey Rourke and Chris Jericho. It just didn't make sense. Chris Jericho beats 3 legends in a match, and then Mickey Rourke punches them out. That was kind of boring. Don't really like boxing in a WWE-like atmosphere. And, of course, that was when Big Show and Money Mayweather were involved last WrestleMania. WrestleMania 26 was in 2010, the 25th anniversary, if you want to call it. That was in Phoenix. And the good about WrestleMania 26 was when Bret finally got his revenge on Vince McMahon. Now, Bret came in as a special guest host of Raw more than 12 years after the Montreal Screwjob. And he and HBK reconciled. But Vince didn't want to reconcile. And then Bret decided to challenge him in a match at WrestleMania, and Vince said no and all that. Bret decided to leave WWE, and then he got this leg injury, and Vince decided to capitalize by making him wrestle with his leg injury, but it was actually a ruse. Now, Vince actually tried to screw over John Cena as well. And that's the ugly side of things, because Batista was the WWE champion only because Vince decided to give Batista a title match against Cena, even though Cena won in the Elimination Chamber, because, Cena was sided with Bret Hart and all that. So anyway, the Bret-Vince match. Vince decides to use the Hart family to try to screw Bret over, but unfortunately, he paid him a certain amount. Bret was told by the family that they put the money in their accounts and would screw Vince over, and Vince got his ass kicked. And Bret, of course, used the sharpshooter to beat Vince, seemingly ending the thing. But Bret actually won the U.S. title in a match in Toronto in May 2010, and then he vacated it. So, yeah. The bad part about WrestleMania was HBK Undertaker. Well, it was 50-50 because HBK against The Undertaker. The thing was that HBK, I know it was to end HBK's career and all that, but I thought WrestleMania 25 should have ended HBK's career. But Shawn wanted to reunite with Triple H for DX for one more run, so that was there. And then, of course, HBK losing The Undertaker. I thought for sure HBK was going to ruin Undertaker's streak, but it didn't happen, and HBK had to retire. And the ugly side was any other match including Batista, who was such a heel that I don't know why he became a heel. He was just frustrated and all that. And then, of course, Batista a few months later quit for some dumb reason. Anyway, WrestleMania 27. This was another WrestleMania which I couldn't find anything good about it. Like, over the top. Like WrestleMania 27 in Atlanta. I didn't really find anything good with it. I found that the Michael Cole Jerry the King match was interesting, but there was some biased commentary, and the Raw general manager, the anonymous general manager, decided to give Michael Cole the win. So anyway, that was that. And the ugly side was Rock when he turned heel against John Cena. Cena thought he had the WWE title won against The Miz, but The Rock decided to attack John Cena and make Miz the winner. So basically, Rock was just trying to attack John Cena because, John Cena made some comments in the public eye about The Rock. Because, The Rock was off for several years in WWE programming before he was named the host of WrestleMania 27. And of course, we'll talk about WrestleMania 28. Now, because, it was in Miami and that's the next WrestleMania. The good, bad, and ugly. The good of WrestleMania 28 was Sheamus's title win over Daniel Bryan. Now, I know Jason Lindgren would be ticked off because, Daniel Bryan lost the title at WrestleMania. Well, it was his own damn fault. I mean, Daniel Bryan was so distracted by AJ Lee, he forgot to see Sheamus behind him, and Sheamus in 18 seconds beat Daniel Bryan to win the heavyweight title. Even though Sheamus won the Royal Rumble, his match was first on the main pay-per-view card. That's kind of dumb. Oh, it's first and all that. The bad side of WrestleMania 28 was the end of the era. Well, it was 50-50, with HBK being the guest referee with Triple H versus The Undertaker. Now, of course, it was going to be like a 2-on-1 handicap match because Triple H, of course, HBK wanted Triple H to beat The Undertaker for good, but unfortunately Triple H didn't deliver, even though Shawn cheated to try to help Triple H. And why it's called End of an Era is because those three wrestlers, it was pretty much the last time they would be in the ring. Well, of course, Triple H has been in the ring for a couple of matches after that, but anyway, a lot of people cheer for that. It wasn't the best, although I should have said Sheamus was in the middle. But anyway, the bad side was Rock Cena. Well, Rock beating Cena. Cena should have beaten The Rock, but it was kind of preordained because, Rock in Miami. And Cena actually was on a bit of a losing streak. He lost a few titles. He lost to Joe Stigler. He actually lost his marriage to his first wife. So he blamed The Rock for that. So basically, that led to WrestleMania 29 in New Jersey, when John Cena and The Rock, the good part about WrestleMania 29 2 years ago was that, Cena got his revenge on The Rock. Rock did suffer some legit injuries. That's pretty much why he lost, is that he couldn't recover, and Cena had to aim him into submission and win the WWE title again. The middle part, or the bad side, was Undertaker Punk. I mean, it was mostly because CM Punk disrespected Paul Bearer, who legitimately died in the middle of the angle. I don't know how the angle would have been played out if Paul Bearer had not died. So anyway, CM Punk was being a jerk. The Undertaker got what was coming to him. Well, of course, CM Punk lost the WWE title to The Rock at the Royal Rumble. So basically, CM Punk needed to be in WrestleMania, and he found his opponent, but it was The Undertaker, and he lost. And of course, the worst part of it was, I'd pretty much say that there wasn't anything too bad, but I would go with Fandango as a whole. Fandango, enough said. WrestleMania 30 last year in New Orleans, the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good was Daniel Bryan winning the World Heavyweight title. He defeated Randy Orton and Batista in a triple threat match. Well, of course, Bryan had to beat Triple H in a opener match to get his title shot, and of course Daniel Bryan won, which was great, and all that. And of course Daniel Bryan got hurt a couple months later and had to forfeit the title. Next up was Brock and Undertaker, the bad. Well, mostly bad because, nobody wanted the Undertaker streak to end, and everyone was shocked and all that Brock actually beat Undertaker, although Undertaker suffered a legit concussion in the match and probably lost fairly because of that. And the ugly side was when Hulk, Stone Cold, and The Rock were introducing WrestleMania 30. Of course, Hulk's blunder that he called the Superdome the Silver Dome for some odd reason. I guess he was talking about his biggest triumph ever in WrestleMania, but it was actually came out as the Silverdome, not the Superdome. So anyway, that's it for my fourth video. I'm undecided if I'm going to make it into 1 or 4, but anyway, I guess I'll make it 4, make it rain a bit. So thank you for watching this WrestleMania thing. Coming up will be WrestleMania rematches. I go through WrestleManias 1 to 30 with some big WrestleMania matches. there will be some technicalities like how I'm going to do it, but anyway, we'll see what happens. Bye.